welcome to the Roselle and Friends talk show. Today we are talking about men's health and colon cancer in the light of the death of actor Chadwick Boseman, the Black Panther hero who died from colon cancer on the 28th of August 2020. It was a year with this never-ending catalogue of challenges to our lives globally. At just 43 years old, Boseman, best known for his title role as T'Challa in Marvel's Black Panther, died from a disease that is generally considered an old person's disease. And with the rise of colon cancer or colorectal cancer among the young, this has sent a shockwave reaction to Chadwick's early demise. Now, my question is this. What are the incidences of this disease among young black males compared to their white counterparts? In other words, is there a disparate effect of colon cancer on black communities compared to white ones? And my other question is, more specifically that is, if so, how is this being addressed?
According to Cancer Research UK, bowel cancer is the third most common cancer in the UK. Accounts for 11% of all new cancer cases, 2017. Males 56%, women 44%. It's strongly related to age, highest in older people. On average, more than 4 in 10 new cases among 75 years plus. Widest gap between 65 to 69 years.
So, when Chadwick Boseman died with the disease under the age of 50, it caused a stir. Calls for a reality health check among many. My concern is in the statistics that showed bowel cancer can be linked to deprivation, and therefore the poorer members of our community are largely at risk. In other words, England-wide data for 2006 to 2010 showed incidence rates are 15% higher for males living in the most deprived areas. Another area of concern is this. Of the 150,000 cases identified, 17% had no known ethnicity, and so perhaps questions a complacency in identifying the racial breakdown of the disease. Certainly, it's one that needs to be addressed. Now, the likelihood of surviving colorectal cancer largely depends on when it's diagnosed. If it's detected early, up to 90% of individuals survive for 5 years or more. But if found at more advanced stages, the 5-year survival rate is as low as 14% across all races. Now, what do we need to know about this disease? We know that one, diagnosis is recorded at different stages. More bowel cancer patients are diagnosed at a late stage. Now, this will depend on many factors. How the cancer type develops, the way symptoms appear, public awareness of the symptoms, how quickly a person goes to see their doctor, how quickly the cancer is recognized and diagnosed by a doctor, whether there is a national screening program that can detect it at an early stage. So let's talk about deprivation. Given that a late stage diagnosis of bowel cancer in England is associated with the higher deprivation, we must address inadequate knowledge of colon cancer symptoms among younger people, particularly in the black communities. I would say, in fact, it's an imperative to address inadequate knowledge of colon cancer symptoms among the younger people, particularly in the black communities, to improve, one, awareness of screening guidelines among these individuals and their healthcare problems, and two, to take action to prevent diseases like Chadwick Boseman's in his case. So what are the signs and the symptoms of this disease, bowel cancer? According to Bowel Cancer UK, there are symptoms that we need to look for. One is bleeding from your bottom and or seeing blood in your poo, or a persistent and unexplained change in bowel habit, unexplained weight loss, extreme tiredness for no obvious reasons, and a pain or lump in your tummy. Now, these are all the things that you should share with your GP or your medical practitioner. But I have to say quickly this: the list of these symptoms can be caused by other conditions other than colon cancer. But the fact is, you must have them checked by your doctor. There's an old proverb which says prevention is better than cure. Specifically, as we know, 54% of bowel cancer cases in the UK are preventable.
Statistics show 28% bowel cancer cases caused by eating too little fibre. 13% cases are caused by eating meat, especially processed meat. 11% bowel cancer cases are caused by overweight and obesity.
But there are different approaches to this problem, or bodily related problem, around the world. In the developing world, where the screening technology is not as readily available as we have in the UK, now many people seek alternative treatments for both prevention and as homeopathic remedies. So I checked out Dr. Sebi's Cell Food in Los Angeles, an exponent of herbal remedies in the treatment of bowel cancer and all other related bodily problems. Dr. Sebi's methodology focuses on the root cause of the disease. His research revealed that the actual cause of diseases in the body is mucus. Now, Dr. Sebi's program works as a two-step process. Step 1 is with nutrition. Step 2 is through intracellular cleansing and revitalizing the compromised cells.
An intracellular cleansing. Self-explanatory. Cleaning every cell that makes up every organ and system that totals the biological you. Meaning cleaning all of you. Not only your colon, like many have decided to do, to concentrate on the colon. No. We concentrate on the whole human body.
Is cleansing enough to heal the body?
Cleansing the human body is only but one part of the whole journey. The other is bringing back the energy that was lost by the presence of disease. That energy is supported by minerals, live minerals, phosphate of iron, phosphate of calcium, and phosphate of everything that we're going to use would have to be phosphate. Why? Because they, and they alone, are electrical. So as we recommend the intracellular cleansing, we know that the person in question, patient or client, has suffered the loss of energy by the presence of such disease. So, apart from part 1, which is the cleansing, now we have to revitalize the system because it has been weakened.
Dr. Sebi's herbal compounds are classified as natural vegetation cell food. They are made up of natural alkaline plants that help eliminate and control the buildup of mucus and acid that is eroding our bodies. And it is a very interesting concept. And as I said before, in the developing world, without the readily medical care, the kind that we're used to in the UK, people are reliant on herbs, the natural remedies that surround them. Now, in Grenada, a similar focus of attention is being paid to prevention in a very robust way by someone called Patrick Delves. Well, Patrick is one of the world's best herbalists, and he advocates for herbal remedies as prevention for those who have problems. He says finding the cause of the problem and treating it as a priority rather than treating the symptoms indefinitely is the way to approach it. And what I've discovered is that Patrick, like Dr. Sebi's Institute, they both advocate alkaline diets. Now, let's hear what Patrick has to say about herbal remedies.
We have two schools of thought, an acid diet and an alkaline diet. And this diet is what the so-called dietitian call the pyramid diet, whereby you're putting all the food groups in one plate. The only problem with this diet, according to the so-called pyramid diet, is it is an acid diet. And if this diet was so much a sound diet, we wouldn't have the hospitals so full of people, because this is the acid diet. So let's look at the pyramid diet that the so-called dietitians promote to you every day in Grenada. Yam, starch. Tania, starch. Fig, starch. Rice, starch. Peas, starch and protein. String beans, vegetable, alkaline. Carrots, alkaline. Cucumbers, alkaline. Fish, acidic. Proteins. Now, this can never ever be a good diet to follow, the pyramid diet it is. Because these foods, the rice, the yam, the tanias, they don't digest in your stomach. If you, the dietitian, knows about enzyme and how enzyme function, you would never ever promote a diet like this here today. See? Because all these foods, the starches, once they get into your stomach, the hydrochloric acid kills the amylase, which is an enzyme that breaks down these foods here, the starches. See? So starches do not digest in your stomach. They digest in your mouth and in your small intestines, where your pancreas will shoot a little bit more of the enzyme to break down these foods here in your small intestines. Finish the digestive process down there. Fish, which is the protein, need protease, an enzyme. And when the fish get into your stomach, the same thing happened to the fish. The hydrochloric acid kills the protease that breaks down the fish. But the fish have a backup called pectin that resists the acid, so that the fish take 12 hours to digest in your stomach. Now, when the so-called dietitians promote a diet like this, they are causing you to have an acid system. See what I'm saying? Now, when they both get into your stomach together, remember that this food, the starches, can't or won't or don't digest in your stomach at all. So this food, which is the fish, slows it up. And this food become idle in your stomach and start fermenting. And fermentation causes gases. And gases in turn cause acids. And that's where you get in your acid reflux from. That's where you get in your flatulence from. That's where you get in your bad varicose veins from. That's when you get in diabetes from, because this food promotes diabetes because it's an acid diet. And the pancreas function in an alkaline terrain, 8.0, 8.3 pH, potential hydrogen. Now let's go to the alkaline diet. This is the alkaline diet. The body functions in an alkaline system. The venous blood, 7.45. The arterial blood, 7.45. The capillary blood, 7.45. The saliva, 6.9, 7.0 alkaline. The urine, 7.0 alkaline. The intestinal tract secretion, 7.8 alkaline. The pancreatic secretion, 8.0, 8.3 alkaline. The only place that is acidic is your stomach, because your stomach produces hydrochloric acid. So this is an alkaline diet. This is the diet that you have to eat in Grenada every day. So I'm saying once or twice per day. Now all these foods here, cucumbers, garlic, string beans, watercress, works in your liver, have a lot of minerals. Okra, which is good for the stomach. If you have ulcers, soothe the stomach walls. And all the green foods mixed with what? Not the starch foods now, but with the protein foods. So when you eat the alkaline diet, your greens and your protein without no starches, this diet is a sound diet because the green foods are more water soluble, 80% water, plus they have a lot of minerals. So when you eat your foods this way, the protein, which is your fish, takes the exact time in your stomach, and then it moves into your small intestines.
Now, going back to the key to the problem of bowel cancer, it seems to me that the key word here is prevention. Given that 54% of bowel cancer is preventable, how did we look at the problem? Well, so far from our discussion, it seems that diet seems to have a key role to play. Healthy lifestyle with exercise, practice of reading your own bodily signs, and most of all, communicating with your GP in case you're concerned about any aspect of your health. In Chadwick Boseman's case, diagnosed at age 39 and with a celebrity access to world-class care, we don't know if his race affected his outcome. We certainly don't know his personal risk factors or his family history or the initial symptoms.
Automated, like the old American
Yet
movie
his
Baba
death
His
created
Walk.
an
And I made
opportunity,
them completely
an
silent.
imperative in fact, to call for
Interesting.
better research, better screening, and better statistics with clear ethnic ratios for colon cancer. And with this, working in conjunction with our GP, it is a starting point of looking after ourselves. So, my word to you is, any signs, check with your doctor, and any introduction to any other remedies needs to be checked with your doctor first. In all cases, your doctor or your GP and yourself, that discussion must come first. But thank you for listening to our program today. Goodbye. Good news! The new Connect with Roselle app is here. You can watch this program whilst on the go, catch up on past episodes, access our list of courses and find one that's right for you. Buy our books and resources. The Connect with Roselle app is easy to navigate. It's free to download from Google Play, or you can download it on the App Store. Get the Connect with Roselle app now. Welcome to this week's News Quiz, our current events program for children ages 7 to 12 and above. It's a new feature in this program, and a great many of you have said that you liked it. Thank you. So, we're going to kick off with the first one. Prithika?
Yes, and we also look forward to your own questions for our quiz show. But for now, here's question number 1. Which ocean is missing from this list of major oceans of the world? Pacific, Southern, Indian, Atlantic, and... The answer is the Arctic Ocean is missing.
And question number 2. It's not the first time that children have worn face masks to school. Can you say which masks they wore? Is it A, carnival masks, B, cloth masks, C, gas masks, and D, plastic masks? The answer is C, gas masks.
Question number 3. Why is COVID-19 virus called corona? Is it A, it makes you sneeze? B, it's shaped like a crown? C, it's named after a drink? Or D, it makes you cough? The answer is B, it's shaped like a crown.
This is the end of our quiz, but don't forget to send us your news and your own quiz questions from your area. Send them to roselle.friends@yahoo.co.uk, or if you prefer, you can go to our website, roselleandfriends.com. Let's see all your quizzes and your questions, please. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Phoenix Study Guides are a series of brilliant English books aimed at both children and adults. All books in this series are freestanding and focus on specific areas of learning, or you can work through to build excellent foundation skills for success in English. The Spelling Book. The book provides a simple, step-by-step method that helps students learn to read and spell through appealing activities, which provide very clear information to help you learn English spelling, reading, and writing rules via a graded approach. Vocabulary Book. This refreshingly, lively, easy approach vocabulary skills for students and teachers Volume 1 comes packed with 60 units of fun activities to boost your vocabulary, reinforced by 60 gap-filling tests with answers. The Grammar Book is a one-stop grammar guide loaded with helpful tips, worksheets and grammatical rules with 145 tests for students of all ages. Essential for SATs, ideal for all key stages 1 to 4. Clear, concise teaching methods and easy to follow techniques. An excellent resource for mastering subject terminology in GCSE English. Get your copy today. Or email eaglepublications58@gmail.com. Also available on Amazon and all good booksellers.
Hi, my name's Cyrus. As you can see, we're in the gym again. I'm going to go through a few more exercises, show you guys a few more exercises, then we're going to talk a little bit about diets. Alright, so I just warmed up. Okay, alright. When you're doing bench press, flat bench, the best thing to do is start with a light weight. Don't start stupid heavy. Yeah. When you get the bar, you can come down nice and slow, like this. You stop just about a centimetre above your chest, and you come all the way up, and you squeeze, you tense your chest. It's the squeezing that concentrates the muscles, so it's guaranteed to use the muscles, it's guaranteed to work. Can't go wrong. Okay, I'm going to show you a bit of cables. Cables are good because they keep your tension. They keep the tension, rather. I'm going to do a bit of chest flies, cable crossovers, whatever you want to call them. I'll show you how it works anyway. Alright, so you want to come down, stand right in the middle, nice and balanced. Always be balanced. Alright, I'm going to come down like this, squeeze your chest, squeeze the muscle, and then back up. So you keep the tension. Come down, squeeze, back up. What you see is a lot of people with this too heavy, with their arms bent like this, doing this. That is not right. Keep your arms just slightly bent, keep them mostly straight, and just come down and you're squeezing your chest. It's a chest exercise, not a front shoulder exercise. All right, while I'm here, I'll show you some pull-ups, some wide grip pull-ups. Wide grip are good because it's good for your lats. Most people want to train and when they get their lats, it looks good. All right, this is how I'm going to show you some. Nice and wide. You pull up, and back down. Okay, diets. We're going to talk about diets real quick. People always ask me, how do I lose fat? How do I get rid of the belly? Number one thing I say to them is go to the gym. But anyway, apart from that, best thing to do if you want to lose fat is to keep the gaps in between your meals really small. So you eat every 2.5, 3 hours, 4 hours. If you take longer than 3-4 hours in between your meals, you're going to encourage your body to store fat. You're going to make your body catabolic. So it's going to hold on to every bit of food it gets and it's going to store it all as fat. So the best thing to do is wake up early in the morning. You have your porridge. I have porridge every morning. Have your porridge and make sure 2.5 hours later you eat something like a sandwich or an apple or yogurt, anything. Just keep eating all the way through the day, small and often. That's to keep the fat down. And go to the gym, burn calories like mad. Go all out in the gym, do as much as you can. Don't worry about all this overtraining stuff. Just train. When you're tired, you're gonna stop.